Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme for today's video is a challenge that I've created for myself. Over the past couple of months, I have accumulated a lot of ingredients that have not seen much action since the day that I used them on camera. And I thought, let's do something about that. I'm challenging myself in this video to use them again in a whole new light. Like a chop challenge, but on YouTube, and not chop challenge because that's probably like some sort of copyright thing, so, you know. I also have some exciting news. I have my first sponsor, so this video is sponsored by Soul Sisters Kimchi Seasoning. I was a bit nervous to dip my toe into the sponsorship world, but I thought this made sense, and I really actually like the product, so yeah. Okay, let me show you the plan that I have devised in my very not crudely drawn notebook. Okay, here's how it's gonna go down. I've made some rules. Number one, no shopping. So that means I have to use whatever I have in the house. Number two, I need to use at least 3 items, right? Like, keep it interesting. And number 3, I have to make 1 dessert. I need redemption from Custard Gate. Terrible custard. Your custard is bad. They look like scrambled eggs. Okay, here are the items that I have. Here's how I'm gonna figure out my meals. So I'm gonna start with breakfast because it's the first meal of the day. And here, I have the Chinese cabbage from the oxtail soup. I have the white bread from my latest toast video. I have carrots and scallions from like pretty much every dish. Okay, you know that Korean street food toast? Maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but there's this Korean street food toast that I've seen a lot on the internet, and I know that it's an omelet, because they do have eggs, with cabbage and carrots in it. So that is the inspiration point. I don't know if I have everything I need to make it completely authentic, but like definitely better than just cabbage sitting in my refrigerator. Hey, look, here are the leftovers in the fridge in their natural habitat. Get out of here. So here's the Soul Sisters Kimchi Seasoning. It is vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, rich in probiotics, so it's good for your gut. I think the flavor of it is really tangy, and it's really, really nice, not just with eggs like I'm using it here, but I've been using it on like pretty much everything, including vegetables, including in soups, Also, in the description, I have linked the original Soul Sisters Kimchi Seasoning if you want to try yourself. So the first step is to cut up all of the vegetables, and this is going to be the inside of the omelet. And the trick here is to cut them small and a little bit evenly. I'm now gonna take the kimchi seasoning and I'm gonna really scrunch it into the vegetables. It's gonna help tenderize them and make the vegetables a little bit softer. Look at that, scrunch, scrunch. The raw eggs are going into this. I'm gonna stir them in and make the omelet. For the bread, I know that you want to add sugar, so I'm doing like a buttery toast, really wrecking them around there. You're going to put the sugar on when the toast is still warm. Now the omelet is going to go into the pan, and you want to kind of shape the omelet to be the shape of the bread, more or less. I'm close. We've got ketchup going on, Kewpie mayonnaise. Now that one, by the way, I use all the time. Slicing it in half, not on the diagonal, sorry, not sorry. And here's the cross section, and it looks really good. This looks like it's gonna be amazing. It smells so good, oh my God. Yes. I can't believe I just had everything to make this at home. The sugar is really good on the bread. There are so many amazing textures going on in this because the bread has like a little bit of that crunchiness, and then the omelet is soft with the big pieces of vegetable in there. I mean, It's also really cool to see all of these ingredients have a second life in a way that you had not originally intended for them. For example, the cabbage, it never thought it was going to be in an omelet. It was just meant to be in a soup, but you know. Here's the thing about that breakfast sandwich. I bet so many of you have the ingredients to make it, and boom, you can be having Korean street toast for breakfast just like me. Okay, next dish. I have this yellow cornmeal, which I've used a couple times, and to be honest, I do cook with it. I just mostly make Mama Liga over and over and over again. So let's try something new. Okay, I have the lentils from the winter dish episode. Okay, and the chili paste, this is from when I made soto ayam. And, oh no, I didn't print it out. Okay, I do have a bit of the labna left from the toast number 2 episode. We're gonna have this kind of like tostada meets arepa meets, you know, just inspiration from around the world dish. That's what we're gonna go with.
Okay, here are all the ingredients. We're gonna start by pickling red onion. I have a great little recipe. If you're interested, let me know, but this is something that I just keep in my house all the time. Well, except for now, because I had to make them, but yeah. Lentils are going in. I'm gonna season them with this Goya powder and of course the chili paste. I want them spicy, and I feel like that's the vibe. Okay, here, now I'm gonna be making the flatbread. So I started with just cornmeal and hot water thinking that this would give me a dough. It didn't. So I'm trying again. We're gonna do the cornmeal and I'm adding atta flour, which is a mixture of like whole wheat flour, chickpea flour, and look at that. We have a dough. Boing. Okay, I'm gonna butter the pan and I'm making my little flatbreads just by kind of pressing them together, pretty casual. I've got 3. I'm flipping them now and they have a nice color, but I want more color, so I decided to put them on an open flame. It was a good decision. Heating up the lentils just so that everything's warm. And now I'm plating. By the way, I had an avocado and it was like perfect. Lentils on top of the avocado. Here is the labna. I'm just gonna break it apart, put a little bit on each one. Pickled onions on top, little pop of color. Oh my God, are you kidding? Look at that. Amazing.
I'm exhausted. Okay, this could this could be a pig in lipstick, you know what I mean? It's not. Oh my God, it's so good. I made this up. I don't even know what to think because I had not high hopes. Honestly, the labna is so good in this. Like, it is thick and really nice because the lentils got pretty spicy, adding all that chili. Putting the cornmeal flatbread on the open flame was a good idea. It gave it like a crunchiness that it needed. Wow. I love how many different videos came together so that I could eat this. I mean, if I was on Chopped, I would give myself first place. I'm just saying. I'm feeling like the cat that got the cream right now. I'm like, I've got confidence. I'm ready to get back in that kitchen and do something wild. I'm gonna give this last one to Regit. He needs to taste my genius. Regit! Come taste my genius. You should come in the frame. Ugh. But taste it here. And stand near my microphone.
It's great.
Would you give me first place on Chopped?
Yeah.
Yay!
With a dash of hot sauce.
Ugh. Why did I say dessert? Okay. I'm gonna start with the white bread again. I see on Chopped all the time, people always do like a baked bread pudding, but I'm gonna do a stuffed French toast. We're gonna use the dates from the sticky toffee pudding and the custard. Okay, and then I'm gonna use some condensed milk, which I've used in many different episodes, to mix in with the dates to make them a little bit sweeter. We're gonna top it with maple syrup. This is from a toast video, and date syrup from the latest toast video because I feel like that was like a little bit more savory and that might help balance it out. Do I sound like I know what I'm talking about? Great, let's start.
It's dessert time. Here are the ingredients. I I'm gonna start with the dates. I just pitted them and I'm chopping them up, and I'm gonna mix them with the condensed milk. They did not mix that easily, that's okay. I'm gonna remove the crusts off of my white bread because I have this idea to roll it out so that it's thinner. And this way I can stuff the dates on the inside, and I'm kind of using my fork to make like a big Pop-Tart, almost. This is kind of working. Okay, so here is where things go wrong. Because I just did egg and I realized that I shouldn't have done just egg. Oh, I should have put milk in that. Oh, wait, no, I'm trying it again. I'm supposed to add milk, so now I'm adding milk. Off camera I remade it, so here's another one. And this color definitely looks better, kind of. Ugh. I don't know if this looks good. Oh God, did I just burn it? Oh my God, what is happening? It is what it is. We're gonna plate it. Come on, we gotta make it look pretty. Adding the date syrup on top, and I'm gonna be adding the maple syrup on top, and I had some powdered sugar because powdered sugar makes everything pretty. Kind of. Slight outfit change because I ran out of daylight yesterday. That aside, this doesn't look like what I imagined it was gonna look like. I had this idea it was gonna be this like Denny's style, like puffed up, fluffy, voluptuous French toast. This ain't that. The dessert spoiled me again. Let's see how it tastes, but like, oh my God, it's so good. What? This tastes so good. Okay, and like when you cut it, like the dates kind of like ooze out. I would say the cross section leaves much to be desired. I think one of the things that I like about it is actually the date syrup. It's really not that sweet, and there's a lot of sweetness already happening between the maple syrup and then the dates and the condensed milk, and so it does help balance it so it's not like an overwhelmingly sweet dessert. Rolling out the white bread was a stroke of genius, if you ask me. This was a really fun video, and I feel like I learned a lot, not only about myself, but about the foods in my house. I feel like this could be a really fun challenge. I challenge all of you to pick 3 ingredients, take the photo of it, come up with the dish, and take the after photo and tag me, or just send it to me and let me see what you've come up with, because, you know, it's fun to get creative. Oh. That's it. That about wraps it up for today. I've eaten everything. I will see you all in my next video. Wait, this was good. I'm shocked.